Good afternoon, board members, college staff, and visitors. The time is 6 p.m. on this, the 19th day of May 2021, and I call this meeting of the Laredo College Board of Trustees to order. If I can have Mr. Delgado say the prayer, and Judge, will you do the Pledge of Allegiance? Will everybody please rise?
Heavenly Father, we come to you today to ask for your guidance, your wisdom, and most importantly, your support as we begin this meeting. Help us to engage in meaningful discussion, allow us to grow closer as a group, and nurture the bonds of this amazing community and this wonderful institution. Fill us with your grace as we make the decisions that might affect the students, the staff, the faculty, our alumni, and most importantly, the friends of this institution. And please continue to remind us that all that we do here today, all that we say, and all that we accomplish is for the pursuit of the truth, for the greater glory of you, and for the service of this community and this institution. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, gentlemen. And I stand corrected, it's 2022. Sorry, I missed out on a year. Ms. Ramos, can you please call roll?
Yes, ma'am. Lupita Cepeda,
Present.
Jorge Delgado,
Present.
Jackie Levin Ramos present, Cynthia Mares, absent,
Absent.
Mercurio Martinez Jr.,
Present.
Dr. Henry S. Carranza,
Absent.
Esteban Rangel,
Absent.
absent, Karina Elizondo, Tita Cantuvera,
Here.
present, and you have a quorum, and Dr. Henry Carranza,
Present.
thank you. You have a quorum now.
Thank you. Let the record show that a quorum of board members is present, that this meeting has been duly called, and that notice of this meeting has been posted in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act. So we'll continue with the approval of the minutes for the regular board meeting of April 28th. Do I have a motion?
Second,
I have a motion by Mr. Martinez. I have a second by Mr. Delgado and Ms. Ramos. Any discussion? None heard. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next item we have is public testimony, and we do have several people to speak on public testimony. Before I call them to the podium, I need to read some of the information. An individual's comments to the board shall not exceed 3 minutes per meeting. When there are 6 or less speakers scheduled, the board president may extend each speaker's time to 5 minutes. Time may not be ceded from one speaker to another. The board president may also limit the total amount of time for public testimony, but not to less than 30 minutes. The speaker may not speak on personnel or student matters that refer to individuals by name or title. After a speaker's comments, the board president shall make whatever response, if any, or take whatever action, if any, is deemed appropriate to handle the matter. Such response or action may include the following: referring the matter to the college president for action or for further recommendation, referring the matter to a later meeting or to a board committee for further discussion or study, indicating that the matter shall be taken under advisement. If the board president determines that a person has not attempted to resolve the matter administratively, the person shall be directed to the appropriate policy for attempted resolution before bringing the matter to the board. The first person that I have is Joanne de Hoyos.
This is my daughter, Samantha Lewis, one of the reasons why I'm here today. Thank you, everybody, for your time. I'm here as a member of the healthcare community and a mother of 3. This is why we're here, for the kids of our future. The city of Laredo, on their publicly shared data on the website, shows Laredo obesity is an epidemic. 78% of males here are overweight. 72% of females are overweight. 30% of our primary school children are overweight. Mexican American children, as my daughter is, are twice as likely to become obese than any other group. Laredo has a disproportionate rate of diabetes. The last time I spoke, the LCC website posted celebrating multiple years of having athletics here, the pride of the student body. Now you have one page on esports. Esports. Your homepage still includes what is student life at LC. That same website still says student life is an integral facet of the college experience, and LC offers a variety of activities to engage the mind, body, and spirit. That same website says student life includes a popular intramural sports program, nationally recognized intercollegiate athletics program for men's and women's tennis, men's baseball, women's volleyball, and women's softball. In fact, LC is home to the 5-time division men's tennis national champions. That's on your website. But you go to athletics and you have esports. The benefits of education athletics, they're not even tangible, and I think that's why we're here today. It's really hard to show ROI. It's really hard to show the impact on society. It's really hard for us to give you something tangible for you to walk away with and say, budget this. But we know this attracts more admission applications. We know it gives you name recognition and visibility, and we know it builds character. We have multiple studies that have been done over many decades. Creation of role models comes out of athletics, keeping kids active, tackling isolation post-pandemic. It improves relations within the community. It brings people to Laredo. We only have LC and Tammy U. And I just like to end with a quote: there are only 2 options regarding commitment. You're either in or you're out. There is no such thing as life in between. And that's how we seem to continue having this conversation. And it is really sad that in such a city of this size that we're having this conversation. If we don't give our kids something positive to do, they'll find something negative to do. So I appreciate your time, and I hope that we are not here as a formality and you've already made your decision and you've done away with athletics, because it's the intangibles that you're going to see in our future. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hoyos.
Come on. Thank you.
Next speaker is Alejandro Montante.
Good afternoon, board members. I have transcripts of some videos. Do you mind if I pass them around? So my name is Alex Montante. I'm also here in support of athletics. I'm an alumni of Laredo College, and I'm a small business owner here in the city. And I'm going to show you a couple of videos from community leaders such as yourselves in support of athletics as well. The first one is going to be Sashi Vazwani. Everybody knows the owner of Laredo Heat. The second one will be Jesse Gonzalez, County Commissioner, Region 1. When we get this to work. Can you share your screen? That's fine. Go ahead.
Hi, Shashi Laswani here. Hi, Shashi Laswani here. Laredo Heat. As a big proponent of athletics in Laredo, I was very disappointed that Laredo College disbanded all athletics in March. I'm glad to hear though, this May 19th is back on the agenda, and I would love and plead with the board members to bring back athletics in Laredo College. Athletics, education, everything is important, but don't throw athletics aside. It is a very important part of the student experience, and we need athletics back. Thank you.
That's very low. I don't know if you heard, but you have the transcript in front of you, right? Second one is Mr. Jesse Gonzalez.
Hello, I'm Jesse Gonzalez, your Webb County Commissioner for Precinct 1, and this message is to the Board of Trustees for Laredo College. I'm advocating to see if you would reconsider and re-implementing the sports program in Laredo College. We all know that Laredo is built on sports, and as children, we all grew up playing either baseball, soccer, any type of sports, volleyball. Throughout high school, we always compete not only in the sports aspect, but we also compete with scholarships. A lot of the times, our sports academics, but also our sports helps us, choose a college or university in our liking. But what we want to do as Laredo leaders, we want to make sure our future leaders have somewhere to go and have a base, and that is Laredo College. So we have a program called Estrella Deporte that focuses and emphasizes on sports, but we want to make sure we're able to give scholarships and they can go to LC and have their basics and go into some programs like nursing programs or other programs that you guys offer and excel from there, but also take advantage of the sports. So I urge you to consider re-implementing the sports program back into Laredo College and remember that Laredo, as the town that it was and now a bigger city, is all about sports. Thank you for your time, and of course, every decision is very important, and we, more than anybody here at Commissioner Sport, know how hard it is to balance a budget. And sometimes we think and we know that academics is way more important than sports, but we know how important sports is. It is in our community as well. So it is a very difficult decision, and I respect each decision you will make individually. But we know that where there's a will, there's a way, and we know how to research for extra funds and grants, either federal or state, or how to balance our budget differently, how to prioritize our different programs, and maybe leave a little bit of room for sports. Thank you for your time, and I do respect your vote. Have a great day.
That's it for me. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The next person is Esther Fiola.
Hi, good afternoon. Esther Fiola, for the record, business owner, constituent, and taxpayer, former LC student and athlete. We're here to also present the video of we have several videos, but we picked these to talk to you and let you know how they feel about the athletics program. Then I'm going to present some numbers to you, and hopefully this will help you kind of get where we're coming from. Thank you. The first one I'm sure you will recognize because he will introduce himself.
decisión tomada por el Colegio de Laredo, en la que acordó disolver todos sus programas deportivos y reemplazarlos con deportes electrónicos, eliminando así la oportunidad de continuar con equipos en varias disciplinas, incluidas el béisbol, el fútbol, el softball, entre otras. Manifestamos de forma respetuosa la inquietud de varios laredenses y de la comunidad estudiantil, de los mismos empleados del colegio, por la decisión de la Junta de Directores del Colegio de Laredo de eliminar sus programas de deportes. Agradezco de antemano revalore esta decisión, la cual impacta directamente en el desarrollo emocional, físico e intelectual de los jóvenes, que son el futuro de esta comunidad fronteriza. Por su atención, gracias.
To translate that for you and give that to you in this transcript as well. Yeah, we do.
Hi, Henry Estrella here, former national champion twice, national champion for Laredo College, former All-American for Laredo College too. When I graduated, University of Cornell Award, where I also was All-American both years. I decided to come back to Laredo. I also won 3 national champions with Laredo College as an assistant tennis coach with Coach Don Juan. I was very sad to hear that the college decided to get rid of all the sport back in March. It's a very sad news, not the right decision for the board members. But I know that this coming May 19th, the board members are going to do their part. They're going to do what's right, and they are going to vote to get all the sport back. They should not do this to this community and to the college. The right decision is to get all the sport back. Sport is well needed in college. As a former athlete, as a former tennis player, college tennis player, professional tennis player, there's nothing wrong to keep the sport and to fight to keep the sport. So I encourage the board member to do what's right. Thank you.
Okay, we also wanted to give you an update. We have almost 10,000 signed in our petition, and our petition is going to keep going because we want to get a good feel, but obviously 10,000 signatures already say enough. I do want to let you know that just real quick, we have a Laredo College Athletic Program budget that was presented for 2019 and 2022, with the total amount of expenditures for the all 5 sports of $1,789,716. We also have a report for the allotted budget amounts, which started in 2018, and we went ahead and concluded it 2022 and 23. With all sports programs available, it still did not exceed $1,623,000. Unfortunately, we also reviewed the ad hoc report that they were given, members that were included in the ad hoc, and they were told that it would be $2.7 million of cost that would be for the athletic programs. Obviously, this information was incorrect, and we want to just clarify the numbers. The numbers did not exceed $1.623 million. Worst case scenario, it would be 179 if you would include all sports. We thank you for the time, and we ask you to please reconsider and to bring sports back to Laredo College. We have 10,000 of your constituents and taxpayers that are requesting this, and we will continue our efforts. But we thank you again, and we hope that you do the right thing and bring sports back to our community and our Laredo College. Thank you.
Thank you. Next person is Juan Gomez.
Hello, my name is Juan Gomez. I'm a lifelong resident of Laredo. And I also worked for many years, 41 years, two months and 4 days at the local bank. I won't mention the name, but I'll just say the initials, IBC. But anyway, as you know, IBC is always a community-minded bank, and while there, it was in our blood to get involved in things that we may see a little bit different. And sometimes we would lose, but sometimes we would make things happen. This morning, I happened to read a Facebook posting by Esther Quiroga about a meeting that was going to be held today. And I decided to call her, and she invited me over. And really, what I witnessed was a group of people there. And this particular meeting that I went to, we were there 3.5 hours. I mean, getting away from their particular jobs and just going over there for a community-minded effort. And the magic about it is that everything was done in a positive manner. I mean, we were just presenting figures as to they had maybe might have been misconstrued, like Esther mentioned. But the thing is that the figures that the figure that really stuck in my mind was the supposedly $2.7 million that it took to operate the 5 sports program, which really in reality was 1.6, and that 1.6 is really even inflated because that was advancing another 15% for inflation. The budget that was given to all the 5 programs was very well implemented by the coaches. As a matter of fact, 2 of the coaches were there, mentioned that they had never gone over the budgeted item. I mean, so that's a plus for those particular coaches that were there. Obviously, I don't have all the information that you as board members have in order to make the best decision available to come arrive at a decision for the community. But what I do know is that my son, he was talented in the sense that he had good baseball savvy, and he earned a baseball scholarship here at the LCC. So our family is very, very thankful for the LCC for giving that incentive, not so much to my son, but other people that have come before him to seize that opportunity. And speaking of opportunity, have you heard the company Successories? Successories is a company that makes signs and displays all kinds of memory gems. You know, the famous ones are, of course, you don't succeed, try again, and time don't, you know, that kind of memory gems. And I bought a poster, about that big, as big as that screen there, and it says opportunity on top. And it's a picture superimposed from the free throw line to the backboard. And like I said, it says opportunity on top, and in small print in bottom, it says, you're going to miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I mean, I know that you all have this difficult decision to make, but all I'm here is to tell you guys, sports, like the lady mentioned, has a lot of discipline minded habits that you carry on through life. And going back to opportunities, all I'm saying is that give the kids another opportunity. Recrunch the numbers. Hopefully you will. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gomez. Let the record show Ms. Maris has joined our meeting. Thank you. The next person I have is Ramon H. Tobalina. Junior, okay.
Yeah, I don't know, I'm Dr. Joe with his son. He had open heart surgery April 1st. He's doing much better. He wanted to be back today, but he didn't make it. So he'll be back in town tomorrow. Basically, I was going to speak whether we came or not. Me and him have been texting a lot about stuff and talking about this stuff. Everywhere we go on Laredo, people asking, Mr. Dolina, what do you think about the sports? What do you think about the sports? I think he's getting tired of people asking him. He has no control. But the point that me and him wanted to make today, there's 2 college regions for sports. Region 14 has 14 colleges. Region 5 has 21 colleges, if I'm right. So that's 35 colleges. Out of all 35 colleges, this is the only college getting rid of the sports program. This college has, out of all those colleges, as near as we can find, this college has the highest tuition and highest tax rate. But they can't afford it. All the other colleges, most of them are smaller than us. There's a very few that are bigger, like El Paso. But that's 35 colleges who are still doing sports. COVID, whatever, they're still doing sports.